Hello everyone, today I'm going to be changing the alternator on my 92 F150 with the 5.0. After I've opened up the hood and everything, the first thing I'm going to do is disconnect the battery. And now I can go ahead and start unplugging stuff off the alternator. Alright, so now we're ready to get the belt off of here and then start unbolting the alternator. Alright, I've got a 15mm socket to use on this tensioner, and I've got my serpentine belt tool, which you can use just a regular ratchet and just put a cheater bar on it to relieve the tension. Just take this off of any of the pulleys. Okay, so now we're ready to start unbolting this alternator. There are two bolts that you need to remove, one up top and one down below here, and that's all that holds this in. So we're gonna go ahead and remove those. This top one is a 9/16, and that bottom one has been replaced, so that's not going to be the same as if you've got the original bolt in there. It's probably another 9/16, but for me it's something bigger. Got a 16mm on this one on the bottom. Alright, then we just gotta pull it out. So that's out of there. So here's the replacement alternator that I bought. I ordered it off Amazon. It's been forever since I ordered anything off Amazon, but it was like 20 bucks cheaper than anywhere else I could find. I ordered part number 92210, which is what this says on the UPC here, but the part number of this that they sent me is N7745-2, which is not what I ordered. They clearly had part number 92210 on there, so if you go on Amazon and that's what you're looking for, that's not what they send you. But this should still work. I looked on Rock Auto, and the one that they sent me is more expensive than the one that I ordered, so I guess that's fine. But I thought that it was just gonna plug in and everything, but obviously I'm gonna have to cut some wires to get this all hooked up. So it's not just a plug and play deal. We got to do some wiring to this. So I'm gonna bolt this up first. Get it in there and lined up. Gotta work it into the bottom one first. I'm gonna put the bolt through there. Okay, so I've got it in there. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure this other plug plugs in. Alright, so that's in there. So now we can go ahead and tighten these bolts up. And I'm gonna take back some of this electrical tape because I want to keep some wire on this plug in case I ever have to reuse it again. So I'll cut this plug off and then put it somewhere where hopefully I don't forget about it. Okay, so now that we have those all hooked up and shrink wrapped, we're ready to put the belt back on. Here's the belt diagram in case you need it. Obviously it should be on your truck. Right here on the driver's side of the engine compartment. Mine doesn't have the smog pump, so mine gets run a little bit differently. But so here's the setup for mine. Obviously it goes around the bottom pulley and then comes up around this one, down there, straight up, and then like that. So we're gonna push on the tensioner, release the tension. Alright, there we go. And actually mine came off of the power steering pump pulley, so I've got to redo it and realign that. But as long as you're not off of any of the pulleys, you can hook up the battery and then start it up and make sure that it's still charging and everything's hooked up right, and then you're done. Okay, so I've got the belt back on there, the battery's hooked up, so now we're going to go ahead and start the truck and make sure it's still charging, and we'll be done.